Hello, everybody, and welcome back to more Saints Rocket League. Again, my name is Amanda Commander Dupuy, joined alongside John Billabang Zudima. How you doing so far today?
It's been a pretty tense day. I mean, every game has gone the full 3 games. We saw an overtime there in the first one. Last two have been within a goal or two in game 3. So all the games provided really good entertainment. And I mean, St. Clair now down in losers bracket. Gonna have a tough challenge ahead of them. Every game could spell elimination, or every series could spell elimination if they aren't playing it at their peak. So a lot of pressure on them, but I'm sure they're able to handle it pretty well.
Absolutely. We're going to jump right into the game against McGill University today. It was a pretty tight game for McGill in their last game here, but we're going to be seeing how they go up against St. Clair and what's going to happen here. We have, for the roster of McGill, we have Lucky, we got Batmoose, and we have one more other person who I haven't seen yet, Bry. There we go.
Yeah, so St. Clair has played them before. It was a pretty tightly contested game. I can't quite remember who ended up winning it, but it was definitely a close series last time they played as well. So should provide some good entertainment here, and hopefully St. Clair trying to move on in this series. They will still have at least 3 games before they qualify for CCA. So that's going to be a chance, though. Kamal going to put that in the back of the net. Bry not able to save that one, and like a lot of good pressure here on the offense for St. Clair. Finally converts into a goal here just over a minute in.
Yeah, you can see beautiful goal by Kamal right there. Ramen help it out. That's going to put Saints at 1-0. We're going to have to see what happens at this face-off.
Yeah, so I think St. Clair has definitely been really, really good on getting an early goal. A couple of games we've seen them take that early goal, bring it into a win later on in the advantage, because a lot of these games have been so close. Every goal is really going to matter in each of these games. So I think definitely St. Clair getting started on the right foot, able to put themselves on a goal. And it'll be interesting to see if they decide whether to put that offensive pressure on or whether they elect to go for a more defensive stance here. Ball in front of the net in a dangerous spot, but they will be able to clear it. But like I was saying, they do seem to kind of pick up a goal and then go in this more defensive-minded state, which I think personally I don't really like too much, because their offense has looked so good when they've been able to apply pressure. They have been able to suffocate the other team in their own zone, and it just seems like the other team can't really answer back for anything they're doing. So I want St. Clair to say, okay, yes, we're up 1, but I don't think it's good enough. We need to be up by 2, be up by 3, and yeah, okay, we're playing more offensive, but if we're scoring goals with that pressure, we don't have to worry so much about our defense.
Absolutely. We're going to see Nitrix kind of pass the ball over to Ramen here. Batmoose going to try to stop it, but Bry actually going to step in there, passing it back over to the orange side of the map.
Yeah, Kamal will be here to receive it, trying to clear this one out, but he will miss out that one, so Ramen will pick up the rebound. Bry going to pass it back out here halfway through this game. St. Clair up 1-0 currently, and looking to try and retain this lead. I think definitely the action a lot more spread out here in this game. Both sides a couple of offensive chances, but nothing too crazy except for that one goal that St. Clair has taken. So starting off, teams are warming up here, just trying to get used to each other, and we're seeing McGill actually come right out from their last series. St. Clair on quite a long break between them, so we'll see how this affects the teams throughout the series.
So we're going to see Nitrix go in here for the ball. Ramen going to help out. The goal only has Bry in it right now. St. Clair might be able to capitalize on that. Not quite. Nitrix has the ball in his possession again.
Ramen with a chance here, going to get past Lucky, trying to get past another, beats Bry, going to have one person beat, but Batmoose is going to be the final line of defense, able to stop Ramen on that chance. They're going to try and force this one forward here. Bry going to be here as well, going to try and center it, but Ramen going to be there for an answer. Ramen going to clear it out for his own side. Will be answered with Batmoose here. Lucky going to push it back into the St. Clair end. A lot of back and forth in midfield here. Not too many chances for either team on the offense. So again, I think it will be a pretty low scoring game. And right now, I feel like both teams just trying to feel each other out, get used to each other. A shot going to come through. Beautiful save there by Kamal. But that's going to mean, oh, wait, Lucky's going to save this. No shot, that stays out. Holy smokes,
How did that happen?
By some miracle, that ball does not enter the St. Clair goal, and we're still at 1-0.
I thought for sure that would go in, John. I was watching, and I was like, there's no way it doesn't.
That was the only reason that didn't go in, was he didn't flip forward, and a beautiful demo by Nitrix on the back check was able to stop him on the goal line there. And I mean, that is one of those times where you're McGill and you're looking at this game and saying that was the golden opportunity we had to try and tie this game up. And now it's going to be a shot on net, going to go off the crossbar. Ramen picking the top shelf there, able to get a second goal for St. Clair. And you got to be feeling good if you're St. Clair now. This game definitely looking like it's all but over.
Absolutely. Again, that was absolutely crazy that the ball didn't go in the net earlier there. I mean, Nitrix had to aim that perfectly to not hit the ball, but still managed to get the demo there. And then being able to pull out another goal there for St. Clair. Absolutely beautiful. Again, as I say that, Kamal going to get a third goal for St. Clair here. I think almost everybody has on the side of St. Clair scored a goal so far.
Yeah, Kamal getting a nice aerial tap on there. No goalie, and I feel like at this point, the snowball just starts rolling for St. Clair. They pick up another goal a couple seconds later, and this one is all but wrapped up. And I definitely think McGill had their chances in this one, but St. Clair just able to convert on a couple of good plays here near the end and able to turn this one in their favor. Definitely going to look like they're going to take game number 1 here. A couple last chances as well to try and pile on those stats, but nonetheless, St. Clair are going to take game number 1 here. And looking forward to game number 2, I think St. Clair definitely has the upper hand.
They've definitely look like a different team now. I mean, Kamal's going to get a quick demo, and as soon as the ball hits the ground, what? Ramen's still going, and he gets another goal in overtime.
Yeah, that's going to be the 1-second goal. Ramen just doing it all himself here. Some beautiful handles. Gets lucky, gets Bad Moose, and that's going to be the 1v3 popping off for Ramen at the end of that one. 4-0. St. Clair cinch game number 1. And, I mean, this looks like a totally different team than we were seeing in the last 2 series.
That was crazy. Ramen just, like, dribbling that ball all the way to the net just when everybody thought it was over. I don't know how, like, I don't know what happened to St. Clair in that 15-minute break, but it's like they're totally different players now.
Yeah, they're looking a lot better here. Or improved, a lot more controlled in this game. They're able to manipulate this game flow in their favor very, very heavily. I feel like the game was more played on their terms, and McGill was just kind of along for the ride on that one. So going into game number 2, I'm looking for McGill to try and wrest control of this, try and get some tempo in their favor, and try and figure out a way to get some goals in this one, because they were shut out in that first game. Some really good defense, but more than anything, St. Clair just piling on the offense, gave themselves the opportunity to take advantage of this game number 1.
Absolutely. Going to be loading into game 2 very shortly here. I know we didn't really talk predictions first game, but do you have any predictions going into this one? I mean, St. Clair looks really dominant. I'm actually going to go with the 2-0, I think.
I think for me, I think it's still going to be a 2-1. I think McGill had a couple flashes of life, and we saw that probably should have been a goal there on the goal line. Just some fancy feet there, somehow able to keep that one out. But I definitely think St. Clair looked really good in that first game, and it's going to take a lot for McGill to try and keep themselves in the series. Ooh, Kamal went for the double touch, not able to get it though. Does keep the ball barely out of the net there. And Ramen with a touch back to his own goalie there. Nitrix able to clear, but this could be dangerous. McGill with a chance here.
Yeah, Kamal sitting in net there, just waiting to see if anything happens. Actually going to come out of net and try to make something happen. Nitrix helping him out. Ramen going to swap out and actually push this ball all the way to the blue zone. Batmoose going to move back here to try to take the net, but Nitrix not going to let that ball go back to the orange zone.
Nitrix trying to clear this one out in mid. Kamal going to push it off the backboard. We'll try and find his teammate there. Beautiful passing play, but Kamal just not able to convert on that one. That means game is still tied, but St. Clair, a barrage of offense here, is putting the pressure on starting off in this game number 2.
Absolutely beautiful in-air demo by Kamal there. Nitrix going to try to go for another goal. Batmoose is actually going to get a demo onto Nitrix, but Kamal trying to take that ball away from the orange net.
Finally, some pressure here from McGill, trying to put something into St. Clair's heads. They're definitely trying to push this offense because they need a goal here sometime soon. St. Clair getting that first goal is super important for them. It does give them a significant advantage here, and looks like they're going to try and put some pressure in the offense here. Nitrix with a shot out towards center, but won't get any pressure on that one, so will be cleared back out to St. Clair's zone. Lucky with a chance here. Ramen with a nice save. Bat Boost looking for the shot as well. Going to go off the ceiling, but Ramen going to be there to save it. Again, St. Clair able to keep this defense rolling and keep the game at 0-0.
Ramen going to try to pass the ball over here. Lucky tries to stop him, passes it to Batmoose, but it looks like it is still in the favor of St. Clair here. We're in the blue zone.
will be Nitrix trying to pass that towards the middle. Not going to find anything just yet, though. Nitrix looking for someone. Matt Moose going to clear the ball out towards mid, though. Lucky going to have a chance to push it towards the St. Clair zone. Can St. Clair defend this one? Bry going to push that into the corner. Ramen with a chance to clear here. Matt Moose going to be here to answer, though. Beats both players from St. Clair. There's an open net here. No one going to be there, and Lucky going to pick that one up and score the first goal of the game for McGill University.
Just like the name suggests, that was a lucky goal. Nobody from St. Clair in the net there. Kamal just off to the side. Ramen a second too late. And that goal is going to go to Lucky.
Yeah, the demo came through, and Nitrix and Ramen decided to double commit onto that one. Neither of them able to make contact. That meant there was no one in net for St. Clair to get back in time. So just a small mistake there by St. Clair does result in a goal here for McGill and gives them a 1-0 lead in a game that's been so close, so back and forth. I think that one goal is definitely going to make a huge difference here and in the final result, because to me, I feel like both these teams have played really good defensively, and one goal could really be the difference maker in this one.
Absolutely. We're going to see Lucky with the ball right now, but Nitrix and Ramen going to work together to try to move this over towards the blue net. Kamal going to actually hit it once, and Nitrix is going to follow up on that, tying us up 1-1.
Nitrix sneaks it in underneath the defender there, over top of the goalie. Perfect shot placement here. Couldn't ask for anything better. And I think actually a little bit of a tip there by the defender helped it get past the goalie. But regardless, credit goes to Nitrix with the shot, and that's going to mean we are tied up at 1-1.
Gonna see Bry get a quick demo on the Ramen. Batmoose kind of set up in a good position there, but it wasn't quite enough. You see Nitrix gonna try to go for a goal. See if he can do it.
Tries to go underneath the defender there, but is able to stop it. That's going to be a nice touch there by Ramen to Kamal. Kamal could be able to push this on the backboard. Going to look for another touch, but no, not able to get it in towards the net there. So will be cleared out here in just a second by McGill. No, actually going to be kept in the zone here. A lot of pressure. Kamal going to center this one. Looking for a teammate, but not going to find him. So will be Bry with a chance here. Gets past both defenders and will pick up the second goal of the game for McGill. A mistake there and good ball handling by Bry gives them a second goal and a chance to try and tie the series.
Gets it just past Nitrix there and right into the goal. That's going to make it a 2-1. St. Clair still has a chance to come back, but right now MU is in the lead.
Are up a goal here in this one. A tight game so far. Both teams going neck and neck with each other, but right now McGill holds the advantage. Kamal looking for something in the corner here. We'll be able to get this ball, see if he can clear it all the way out to the other side of the field. Bry going to be here to answer, but he does get the flip reset actually. So we'll be able to push this one further out. Kamal going to be there for the center, but Lucky going to be here to clear it off the post. Demo going to come through though onto Lucky. Shot going to come through. Nice save by Bry, but a lot of offense here for St. Clair trying to get this game back into their hands. They are down a goal here with just over a minute left. They're going to have to try and find a way back into this game.
Ramen and Nitrix going to try to get a goal here, and Nitrix is going to score. And 1 minute left on the clock. We are tied up 2-2 yet again.
Nitrix with some good awareness here. Didn't realize Ramen was going for that one, so stopped with a nice little flip there. Does get it over Batmoose and ties us up at 2-2. Nitrix with a pair of goals, and this one is looking really good, and he needs to be unleashed on this offense. Tie game number 2 here. McGill fighting for their life in this tournament. St. Clair trying to move on to the next round.
Absolutely. Kamal going to try to stop Batmoose here. Lucky going to try to score, but Kamal is going to get a quick save. And Bry is actually going to score. 2 players in net for St. Clair, but just a second too late. As you can see, Ramen is in net. Oh, actually, he was alone that time. He was in net and just a few millimeters off.
Yeah, that was actually Kamal just being a little bit too aggressive in net there. Got the stop, but meant that the other player from McGill had a free shot. And Ramen just unfortunately didn't have a lot of boost, didn't have a lot of options there, just tried to predict where it was going to go. And a nice shot from Bry meant that now it is a 3-2 game with just over 30 seconds left. And again, we are on game number 2 here, so we're going to go to game 3, and the loser of this series does get eliminated. So it looks like St. Clair trying to seal it up, trying to tie us up, bring us into an overtime. McGill trying to give us a game 3.
We'll have to see what happens. There's still 17 seconds on the clock. St. Clair could make something happen and tie us up. Looks like that's exactly what they're trying to do. Nitrix trying to score, but not quite. Kamal actually just about to score.
4 seconds left here. St. Clair going to have to try and get this one. Keep it up. Oh, it's going to go off the corner there. Somehow able to stay alive here. St. Clair going to have to keep this one up sometime soon, but a nice block there by Bry, and that's going to bring us into a game number 3. And St. Clair again. Another series and another 3 games.
Yeah, you're right, John. It was going to be another 2-1 for somebody here.
Yep.
We're hoping it's St. Clair because, I mean, we're slightly biased, but you know what? Either way, I'm excited to see what happens next.
It's been an entertaining day. We've had game 3s every single one of these series, and I mean, I look at this game specifically, and I think Nitrix had a couple good shots, but I definitely think McGill found another gear to turn to. They definitely looked so much stronger in this one. They looked a lot faster. Their plays were way more clean. And I think St. Clair, again, needs to go back to what was working before. You had those demo plays. You had the passing plays that were working for you so well in those first couple series. You need to go back to those and realize that that's what your strong suit was. It was putting on the offensive pressure, making smart demos, and giving yourself an opportunity to score. That's what works for them. And I think going into game number 3, that's what you have to try and figure out if you're going to stay alive in this tournament.
Absolutely. St. Clair looking good here, almost making a score, but not quite. Nitrix actually going to get the demo onto Batmoose, but Brian Lucky have the ball in their favor. Kamal try to see if he can make something happen. See if he can pass it to Nitrix, but not quite. Ramen going to jump up, try to get that, but not quite enough momentum.
Brian Lucky here trying to get some passing plays done. Does get the dribble up. Ramen going to be there for the save, though. Nitrix going to be here for the clear out towards midfield. Batmoose going to be there for an answer. Going to pass it towards his teammate. Lucky with a nice touch there. Beautiful play by Lucky. Able to get it past the goalies for St. Clair and give McGill a 1-0 lead here in game number 3.
Absolutely. We can see Ramen just barely missed there, but beautiful score by Lucky. Gonna have to see what happens at this face-off. It looks like Ramen had the ball in his favor for a second there, but not quite. Nitrix gonna pass it over to the blue zone. Ramen flying across the map all the way from downtown.
Kamal looking to try and push this one toward mid. Nice pass there. Nitrix can go for the shot, but nice block by the side of McGill. Kamal looking for something towards the middle. A little bit of offensive pressure here from St. Clair. Going to push towards the net, though. Nice save by Lucky. Going to be there in time to stop that one from St. Clair. And St. Clair down again, down early on in this game. Going to have to try and find a way to fight back here. And I'm looking for Ramen. Ramen in game 3 came in so clutch for St. Clair in that last series. And I'm looking for him again to try and clutch it up here in game number 3 of this series.
Absolutely. Nitrix going to hit that backboard. But not quite enough to get the goal. Kamal going to try to grab it here and propel it back. Lucky trying to get another goal by catching St. Clair off guard, but it looks like that's not quite going to happen yet. Nitrix going to try to get the goal. It's wide open, and he gets it. We're going to tie it up 1-1 with 3.5 minutes left on the clock.
Yeah, beautiful touch here by Kamal. Beats Bry on the 50-50, and Nitrix just going to be there first on that offensive touch, able to put it in the back of the net. And St. Clair going to tie us up at 1 apiece. This green roster keeps coming back and fighting these series, keep fighting in these games. And I mean, I think this is, to me, is looking like an overtime game. I think both these teams have played so well defensively in this series. I just think they're going to try and shore up this defense, holding at 1-1 apiece. But I mean, St. Clair just trying to drive the offense here, trying to find something and give themselves a cushion here, because I mean, for both these teams, this is an elimination game. To keep yourself in this series, to give yourself a chance to play in the CCA Open, you're going to have to find a way to make top 4, and we are a winner 16, so top 4 still quite a ways away. But if you want to have a fighting chance, you got to win this game.
Absolutely. Ramen just barely misses that there. Lucky going to try to have the ball in his favor here. Kamal going to jump up, but Bry's going to take it away. Nitrix is booping the ball back towards the blue zone. It's not quite enough. Kamal and Ramen going to work together here to try to get it into the blue net.
Yeah, so Nitrix with a pass towards the middle here. Nice clear out there by Blue Moose. Lucky with a chance to hit this forward, but Nitrix going to win the 50-50 in the end. Will clear it out towards the side. Centering pass towards Batmoose here. Batmoose going to be contested by Ramen. Ramen be able to clear this one out to Kamal. Kamal not going to be able to make contact, though. Lucky with a shot. Nitrix with a nice save. And again, this midfield bout, a nice demo actually on Nitrix, gives him an opportunity here, but Ramen going to be here to clear out this ball and bail out his teammate here. And I mean, 1-1 game still, 2 minutes, lots of time for both these teams to try and execute something. But again, I need St. Clair to try working on those demos, get themselves an opportunity to set up for a goal here, because that's what they've been so good on so far in this tournament. That's really what you want to try and push here in game number 3. A shot going to come through off the post. Barely stays out. Nitrix, no! Nitrix with a wide open net, just misses the ball. And that's one of those things that you're going to want to have back at the end of this game.
Absolutely, especially at that 1-1 scoreline. You know, that little bit of a cushion could have been really useful Ramen's actually going to get a demo. It's not looking bad for St. Clair. It's going to hit the backboard. Batmoose going to get the save there.
Yeah, that's one of those things Nitrix is going to be thinking about for the rest of the day. Lucky with a shot on net, but nice save by Kamal will be answered here. Nitrix going to go for the clear here, but Batmoose going to be there. Now Ramen with a big hit will be able to clear this ball out temporarily. Batmoose with an opportunity here, going to go for the shot, but two goalies in the way for St. Clair will be able to clear this one to the corner. Lots of offensive pressure here for McGill. They're putting it on. Just over a minute left, and this one means a tight game and a 1-1 scoreline. Anyone's game at this point.
Absolutely. Nitrix has the ball in his favor, but it's actually going to go over to this orange side of the field here. St. Clair has to be careful. Looks like they're going to try to move it back over to the blue net. They're kind of fighting over it. Nitrix going to get it up in the air. He has a little bit of an open net, but not quite enough. Kamal going to try to help him out, but nothing is landing quite yet.
30 seconds remaining in this game. It all comes down to this. St. Clair and McGill fighting for their tournament life here. This is going to be a ball right in front of the net here. No boost here for Bry. Going to be hard to contest this. Come on with a shot, but nice save by Lucky. Keeps them in this tournament. Nitrix trying to find someone in the center. Ramen not going to be able to put it on net though. Batmoose able to save that one yet again. And a lot of good saves here by McGill are keeping them in here. 7 seconds remaining. Ramen with a shot. Going to go off the corner.
Oh!
Barely saved by Batmoose. Going to go off the post here. A last desperate attempt. Just barely saved in overtime in game number 3.
This is do or die for both teams. Whoever loses this game will be out of the tournament. So this is exactly what I said, do or die. It's going to be a little bit scary. Ramen's going to try to get a goal here, but it gets pushed away from the net. A little bit of a save there from Bry.
Both these teams have fought so hard to get here. They don't want to see their day done just like this. Both of them fighting for their tournament lives here in OT in game number 3. Nitrix going to push this towards the net. Batmoose with the clear, and no boost now for Nitrix to try and come back in this one. This is going to be Bry going for the shot. Kamal with the clear out just temporarily, but Bry going to be here to recover it. Lucky going to try and push this towards the net, but a nice clear here, and both these teams fighting it out. There hasn't been a goal in a solid 4 or 5 minutes, so it's been quite a while. Really good defensive stance by both these teams. Oh, this is a dangerous pass, but Kamal going to be there to bail him out. Batmoose going to go for the shot, but not going to be able to put it towards the net. And just like that, a little bit of a respite in the action. And I mean, right now I'm looking at both teams, and I want to see St. Clair going for these demo plays, because that's what's really going to solve this problem of the lack of goals.
Absolutely. I mean, right now St. Clair is kind of stuck in their defensive side right now. We see MU trying their best to make sure St. Clair can't even get up there to try to get a goal. As I say that, looks like Batmoose is going to try to move over to defense here, just try to stop the ball from going to the net. Kamal going to try to score, but not quite yet.
Nitrix going to have this ball in midfield. Going to get demoed there by Bry, though. Looks like Lucky going to have to try and recover this one. Batmoose going to be able to clear this one out all the way to the St. Clair end. Nitrix going to be here to recover it. No for a second touch. Will win the 50-50, but Bry going to put it back in St. Clair's zone. Both these teams, so much intensity right now. Both of them trying to stay alive here, give themselves a chance to move on in this tournament, but both of them fighting so hard. One of them is going to have to go home in the end. Ball going to go into the offensive zone here for St. Clair. Going to try and find something, but Lucky going to be able to get this ball. Going to win that 50-50 as well. Going to go for the touch. Oh, good job. Nice save there. That's going to be a recovery. Kamal going to be able to push that one out to the outside. Such an intense game right now.
Absolutely. We are over 2 minutes in overtime right now, and I honestly don't see either side being in favor right now. I mean, it's literally neck and neck, John.
One play could decide this entire series. One play by either of these teams, one mistake could cost you your entire tournament. Both these teams in such tight situation right now. Both of them fighting so hard. Nitrix going to take this ball in midfield. Lucky with a shot on net, but nice save there by Ramen. We'll be able to push this towards the other end. St. Clair looking for some offense here. They've been lacking it in the last couple minutes. It looks like they're going to need to push it here, trying to find something. Batmoose is going to pick up this ball in midfield, contested by Nitrix. Nitrix going to win that 50-50, but it means Lucky will take this one off the backboard, trying to find something here. McGill trying to find their way through this, and such a long day for both of these teams so far. They want to continue it, though. Come on with a chance here off the crossbar. Not going to go in, and another chance for St. Clair just taken away by that crossbar.
Now we're over 3 minutes, John, and like I said, it's still so close. I don't know who's going to win here. We'll have to see. Bry going to try to hit it towards the net, but Ramen going to take it away. Batmoose and Bry trying to steal his ball. Nitrix trying to get in there, and he manages to win that 50-50. He's still going. He's trying to get a little bit of a layup going. Can he do it?
You know, all these players are thinking the same thing. You can't make a single mistake. It's going to cost your whole team the entire game. But if you get that perfect play, if you're able to ball handle perfectly and get that ball in the net, you are going to be the hero for your team. We are almost 4 minutes into this overtime. What a crazy intense game this has been. What a crazy intense series this has been for both of these teams. One of them looking for a hero to try and make the play and push themselves further on in this tournament.
Absolutely. It's going to be a clippable moment for whoever makes this big score. Ramen going to try to save this ball here, but we see bat moves coming in quick here. Kamal going to boop the ball back to the blue side. Nobody's in net. Kamal's trying to get up there. Bat moves going to try to stop it. Everybody is there on the side of defense now for MU.
Looking for something in the offensive zone here, but will just find Nitrix with that ball. Nitrix beats one, looks to try and beat Batmoose. Batmoose going to be here to receive it, though. Nice touch there. Means Ramen can't get there in time, though. Lucky just on the back check at the time, able to receive that one. Kamal going to try and push it towards, and a double demo by both sides here means it's 2v2 temporarily, but won't result in anything too much happening. And again, ball going to be pushed towards mid, almost 5 minutes into this overtime. Will it ever end?
Almost longer than the normal match time, John, at this point. We'll have to see what happens. Batmoose going to try to score, but will not succeed in that sense. We're going to see Kamal try to pass the ball to Ramen. Can Ramen get it? So close.
Oh, Ramen looking for a chance there. Not able to convert, though. Kamal with the shot.
There we go!
Finally, St. Clair Green take us 5 minutes into overtime and convert at 5 minutes and 8 seconds, and finally St. Clair take the series 2-1, take the game 2-1, and take our hearts too.
That's a 10-minute Rocket League match right there. That was only one game. The whole series probably took us 25 minutes, but the one game there took us 10 of those.
That was so intense. There was 5 minutes of me sitting on the edge of my seat saying, who is going to convert this? Because both teams so even throughout this series, like both sides just fighting back and forth, chances on both sides, so many close opportunities. And I mean, you got to think back, there was multiple times in that game, the one time where the ball was sitting on the line and somehow didn't go in.
I know, right?
There was a time where Nitrix had an open net and couldn't convert. So both teams had their chances, but in the end, Kamal with a beautiful goal there, able to convert 5 minutes into overtime. And St. Clair barely going to live on, but going to move on in the losers bracket.
Absolutely. Very good plays by both teams here. We're going to have to say goodbye to McGill, but St. Clair will move on very shortly.
Okay, so the next match will be against UC Bearcats Red, which will start sometime soon. Oh, okay, so we are going to be moving into best of fives now. So St. Clair, a little bit more breathing room in these series, and maybe we'll get some intense game fives instead of intense game threes. But every single game, every single series has been literally best, like to the max. Like you've gone game 3 every single series. So I expect nothing less, but it is going to be starting up in about 2 minutes. We're going to take a quick break. When we come back, St. Clair, best of fives. You're not going to want to miss it.